Hey everybody, Lightning here, and welcome back to another episode of Luigi's Mansion. Last time, we took care of this really, hungry ghost, and this time, we're gonna see what's going on in the kitchen. We kind of had a little bit of a preview of what was going on last time, but I wasn't exactly sure if we were able to do anything with that, and we were being attacked by flying kitchenware, such as pots and pans. But this time, there's a ghost in the fridge! And okay, I messed that up. Alright, you require special treatment. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of a glowing ball inside of these guys. It almost looks like a snowball. So, of course, what we're gonna need is a little bit of fire. If I could get that. Actually, you know what? I think there was a fire spirit in the other room? From the candles? No, no Mario. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Needed a fire spirit. I was thinking we could get the fire spirit from the flaming door in here, but in actuality, you can't do that. Alright, so let's take care of this flying pot, and then melt this guy. And this ghost, obviously, is a tad different. You have to melt his cold and icy heart before you can capture him. And for our troubles, we get the companion to the fire element, water. Hey now, Luigi! Now what have you stumbled across? Ooh, this time it's a water element medal! Now you can use the water element. My research shows that these particular elemental ghosts leave their watery dwellings whenever you approach. You know the drill, vacuum them up! Use L once they've been vacuumed. If you press and hold L, and A to shoot at a big old ball of water. There's some that can only be feeded with water, has purifying properties, blah 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 blah. Don't get caught up with your new squirt gun. Alright, so we're immediately going to disregard that advice and get caught up with our new squirt gun. You know, it would actually help if we, absorb some water here. No, not that. I didn't mean to do that either. Come on, I need water. Actually, wait, can we get it from here? Yes, we can. There's a water spirit. Alright, now then, with our new water spirit, we can extinguish the door fire, which I'm kind of surprised that door wasn't just burnt to a crisp, but whatever. Also, the boo's apparently done. Boo dog. Ooh, don't go into the other room! Got him right as he was about to transition. Whew, I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple days since the last episode. Of course, for you guys, it'd only be, a day in between, but for me, it's been about 3 days. So, but all in all, not too bad, not too shabby. Alright, so now that we've cleared the path, we've got water out here, and we have a dog. A spooky ghost dog. Sadly, not nearly as cute as the ghost dog that shows up in Luigi's Mansion 2 and, I'm assuming, 3. But we do have this little bud in the ground. So maybe if we give it some water, it'll grow. And if we give it more water... Okay, sorry about that abrupt cut all of a sudden. I don't know what happened with my capture card. All of a sudden the volume was like extraordinarily loud. Anyway, we've got that plant growing. Maybe we can give the doggo some water. Come here, boy. Oh! Never mind. He doesn't exactly respond well to that. Nor does he need water because he's a ghost dog. So you might be wondering, what's the actual solution here? Well, that would be the solution. Causing the dog to tick off this guy is actually our solution. Because dogs love bones. And of course, unfortunately, for this pupper, once he tries to gnaw him on the bone, we get to capture him. And it's actually some realistic dog whining noises, and I don't really like that. Hearing a dog in distress always makes me sad and stresses me out, and I don't like this one bit, but I guess we have to do what we have to do. Got him in one cycle, though, wow. And there we go. We've taken care of that. Now let me grab all of my spoils before they fade away on me. And now, I swear you could water this more. But maybe I'm thinking about something later? I'm just gonna leave it be for now. But anyway, now that the doggy is gone, if you use the Game Boy Horror on the entrance, we can get sucked through the little doggy home, and somehow it was connected to this tree stump? That's weird. Since when is a doghouse connected to a tree? Anyway, I don't know, maybe he dug all the way. Like, I don't know, maybe when he was alive he dug from his house underground and ended up in the tree root? I don't know. Anyway, let's take care of these bony boys. And got him. Good old Mr. Bone Jangles over here. Reminds me of those skeletons from that old Walt Disney film. Or not film, I guess it was more of like a short film. The one with the dancing skeletons around the tombstone. You know the one I'm talking about. Although for the life of me, I can't remember what it was called. Is it like Scary Symphony or something? No, it was Silly Symphonies. Like that was the name of the series, but I can't remember for the life of me what the actual like Walt Disney short was called. Anyway, once we clear out the graveyard of all the bones, lightning strikes this tombstone, and we get this horrifying abomination. This is our next boss ghost, and honestly, this guy actually... A lot of the ghosts in this game aren't really that scary. This guy's legitimately freaky. In my opinion, anyway. So what are you gonna do to defeat him? Well, you see you have different colors of copies that he makes. We're gonna want to suck up these ones that seem to be transparent, and that's not exactly what I wanted to do. I'm gonna suck up these ones that are transparent. And we're gonna walk that over towards this guy to the point where he is gonna get stuck. And we were supposed to attack right there. I was thinking there was another phase. There wasn't. I'm just dumb. Alright, so we're gonna get a bunch of friends here. You only need one. And then we're gonna attack this guy right here. And chase after him. And then it's basically a rinse and repeat. You know, this fight reminds me of the, what was his name? From Mario Galaxy? Bouldergeist, I believe? Reminds me of the Bouldergeist fight a little bit. Mostly in just appearance. Don't attack me. Don't send me into that guy either. That would have been tragic. But I don't know, every time I fight this guy, I'm reminded of that battle in Mario Galaxy. So close. Anyway, we are almost done with our gooey little friend here. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I kinda got stuck in a corner right there. Alright, walking around and completely whiffed the shot. Always appreciated. Okay. Or he could just fade away. You know, that works too. Come here. And you, my friend, are done! He also kind of had like a, I don't know, he kind of had like a little bit of an ink theme going on there. But regardless, the boss has been slain and a key obtained. And that'll give us access to the second floor. Luigi, can you hear me? Good to hear you're still okay. I lost your signal when that lightning struck. That was quite some battle you had there. Well, then how did you know if you couldn't communicate with me when the lightning struck? Why don't you come back to the lab? What, you think the lightning damaged the poltergeist? Don't worry about it. Even if that lightning had cooked your goose, your poltergeist 3000 wouldn't have even had a scratch. Well, that's convenient. We may die, but the poltergeist will carry on. Good job, Luigi. You made it back in one piece. And it looks like you got a vacuum full of ghosts there, so what do you say we put them through the old ghost portrificationizer? Indeed we shall. Oh yeah. And there they go in the big old washing machine of death. This thing looks like a washing machine tied with like a teapot. The ghosts are invisible, so we need to press them into visible forms. And presto! Turn them into beautiful ghost portraits. Man, we got a lot in this section. A lot more than I remembered, actually. Oh, the poor doggo ghost. I feel really bad about that one in particular. Well, we managed to turn those ghosts back into paintings. Thanks for your help, Luigi. Alright, let's see how we did. Mr. Lugs was the big hungry ghost. The floating whirlindas were the dancing ghost. Melody Pianissima was the piano ghost. Shivers was the butler. Spooky was the dog. And Bogmire was the boss ghost. I actually couldn't remember the name Bogmire for the life of me. That's why I just kept referring to him as boss ghost, because I didn't want to sound like an idiot. Melody Piantissima. I don't know. Do you have any relatives on Pianta Island? Like, you know, on Isle Delfino? Like with the Piantas? Why did I just call it Pianta Island? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm doing great this episode, guys. Anyway, it took us 54 minutes to get through. Ghost defeated 103, and we required a boatload of treasure. And let's see how that stacks with our total. Alright, not bad. We also have 14 out of 50 boos obtained, and now we have a second key. Isn't that lovely? So what do you want to do now, Luigi? You know what? We're gonna go to the gallery to end off this episode. This will be a shorter one, but I feel like it'd be a little weird to start out the third section this late into the episode. I mean, it's only 15 minutes. It's actually not that... Well, it's kind of late in terms of YouTube. Got a silver on Bogmire. I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought that was going to be a bronze fight for sure. As you can see, there's another portrait down there for our third boss. Spooky, I'm sorry. You were a good boy. And her Mr. Lugs. Melody, huh? Thought that was gonna be a gold. Oh, wow, that's kind of messed up. I just realized if you look at the painting on the bottom screen, it tells you how old they were when they died. This guy was only 30. Spooky was only 4! No, I don't like this anymore. No, Nintendo, what? That is messed up. Hang on. Doesn't say how old Bogmar was. This one I'm afraid of. 1 year old. Oh, boy. Bogmire just says question mark. This guy was 42. 34. Question mark. 72. And then 26. Oh, God, that's horrible. I kind of like that better when it was left to the imagination. Nintendo, what the heck? Is that in the original game? If it is, I never know. I mean, I don't really have any proof because I can't record the bottom screen, but you're gonna have to take my word for it. Oh, I thought they said that Chauncey was never actually, like, he was born a ghost. That doesn't work anymore. Oh, there's so much messed up about this situation. Oh, man. I don't feel comfortable. I'm gonna be real, I don't know how to end this episode now. Well, that was informative, I suppose. And of course, we still got stuff in here. And we'll have to see what goes inside the grand golden room at some point. But for now, with that extraordinarily morbid discovery, I think it's time to call it quits on today's episode of Luigi's Mansion. Oh my god. Anyway, they all died so young. Except for the butler. He died at 72, and that's... Well, I guess it depends on how old this mansion is, actually. Because, like, if the mansion's from, like, the 1800s, that's pretty old. But if it's, like, a relatively modern family, like, I'd say within the last, like, 30 years, that's still kind of young. 70's considered, like, it's not, like, super young, but it's kind of, like, I don't know. It's not really an age that you expect someone to kick the bucket anymore. That's usually, like, in the 80s and 90s now, with all the medical advancements we've made. But anyway, okay, I'm getting off this incredibly morbid subject. Next time, guys, we're going back to the lab. Or not to well, we're gonna go back to the lab now. I'm just, like, my brain. I'm so disturbed by what I've found that I'm actually a little a little ruffled. Anyway. Next time we'll go back to the mansion and do some stuff there, I guess. Okay, bye. This was weird. Yeah, I got nothing. Just see you tomorrow. Enjoy the nightmare fuel. Bye.